Meet Cheryl Martin and Stephen Riehl. Smart, resourceful, very busy, and maybe just a little bit camera shy, but both experts in what we know as Power School. I recently sort of sat down with the two of them to ask them who they are and what they do.
My name is Stephen Riehl, and I work on Power School.
And my name is Cheryl Martin, and I also work on Power School.
I usually work on customizations or some of the database work.
And I do the day-to-day activity, answer a lot of the calls, and then I can't solve it, I escalate it to Stephen.
Typically it's reports. The latest one was special ed and 504 accommodations on the teacher attendance screen. Pearson doesn't have anything for that, so we created that and put it in there.
When Stephen says we created that, he means it literally. Stephen writes the code that customizes the Billings Public Schools Power School. So what do you think the most frequent question would be?
I don't think there is a frequent question because we're working with support staff, teachers, parents, doing all sorts of varieties of things. So there's, during report card time, we're getting more report card questions. During the beginning of the year, we're getting enrollment questions. And for the high school, middle school schedule, the high schools have been working on the schedule for next year since October, and the middle schools have been working on theirs since February.
For the most part, it looks the same. There are a few things that high schools use that elementaries don't, and vice versa.
The only difference with the teachers is K through 3 using standards, 4 through 12 assigned grades.
This partnership dates back way before Power School. Remember Zangle? For those of you who don't, maybe you're lucky.
Zangle is it was written in the early 2000s, and they hadn't updated it much since then. They'd made bug fixes and little things here and there, but it was still worked and looked like a program written in the early 2000s.
Power School is a powerful program with a lot of features, but they have to take the time to learn it.
For those who do need to learn it, Cheryl and Stephen will be offering Power School courses all summer long. Here's a sample schedule. These will be available on the MEA trade site coming soon, but what can you expect to see on the agenda?
Everything from Power School 101 to more advanced things you might do, exporting data and working in Excel.
And we're offering classes for both the administrative side of Power School and for Power Teacher both.
For the parents, it's pretty straightforward. We do, on the last class, we do go through what the parents see and how they can navigate through the program.
So what is the difference between Power School and Power Teacher anyway?
Power School is the administrative side. Power Teacher is the grade book and attendance.
While Cheryl's work environment looks somewhat familiar to most of us, what Stephen works in every day is literally a completely other language.
Part of it is just when you work in the database and not in Power School, that's just the only way to work in it.
Say there is some glitch that's not performing right. He watches the coding as to what that program is doing, and he can catch where the error occurs, and then he can go, and that's why sometimes with the customizations, it'll throw off a page. And so he has to find where that error is in the statement and correct it.
It's a good starting point, but there are things that our district does that seems unique, and so we've got to make it work for us.
And thanks to our Power School experts, most of the time it does work for us. Thanks, Cheryl and Steve, for dancing through this topic with us.
Stephen, what are you drinking?
A Diet Dr. Pepper.